In today's video, we're talking about camera cases and camera backpacks. Now, Nanuk was kind enough to send me their 962 photo video case and then also their 30-liter backpack. Now, this isn't actually my first Nanuk products by any means. I currently still own and use to this day two 935 cases, and I absolutely love them. But before we dive into the big boy case itself, which fits all of my camera gear, and talk about all the pros, the advantages, and a few cons about this case, let's talk about the 30-liter backpack. So this right here is the 30-liter backpack. It has a ton of different accessories and parts all throughout the entire bag. You have a ton of different side pockets, a top access. You're able to fit up to a 16-inch MacBook in here. This right here is the first side access pocket, which has a camera, easy access to. On the other side, you do also have a water bottle, which can fit normal water bottles, not Hydro Flask. On this side, you have another side pocket. This one, on this pocket is more of a water bottle holder. It doesn't give you any side access into the bag, but you could put like a tripod leg, tighten it up right here on the strap, and you'd be good to go. On the top of the pocket right here, you do have this big overhead right here. There is one little slide right here, so you could throw filters and throw different things like that, and then you would be set. And then finally, on the top access pocket right here, you are able to actually full on store an entire camera or different parts, or if you want to throw maybe a lightweight jacket in here, that can fit. It does come with a raincoat, more pockets on the top to put in filters and different things like that. There's two different side handles, so if you want to throw this on luggage, you could either throw your luggage strap right through here or on the bottom right here. These are pretty overall, I would say, really comfortable. And the nice thing is it does have a waist strap here at the bottom, and you can actually remove this waist strap if you want. And it's also cool because you got like little snack compartments. If you want to throw, you know, some snacks or realistically a filter on the bottom right here, you can do that and have all just different components and parts on the bottom of these little pockets and straps right here. So for the main pocket, this does slide open like this. Before we dive into over here and talk about all of this different gear, the first thing I do want to touch point is this little side pouch right here. There is so many different pockets that I really like. You have a mesh pocket right here. On here, you can throw in a full-on 16-inch MacBook, or you can throw in like an iPad or something right here, or a slate potentially you could throw into these pockets and make it super functional. Now for this, I actually really like this because you can throw cameras sideways. Instead of putting a camera in like this, you can throw cameras like this because this bag has a ton of different depth. For example, this lens, my 24-70 is fitting standing up right there in the pocket, perfectly fit. Currently right now, I have 5 cameras and 4 lenses, and there's still more room that I could put more different accessories and parts. Now, a couple bit of gripes though I do have with this bag, and I do want to say, is these zippers are sometimes aren't the easiest to open. These handles can get in the way, these straps can get in the way, so if you want to open it up, you kind of have to move these handles in, you have to move these back straps out of the way to open and access the pocket. It would have been nice if the strap went over the handles entirely, so this comes with it as it opens up and comes down, but these are just small bits and designs. So that was the bag. And then the other thing that they did also send me was this little tiny organizing pack. This thing is really, really nice. The thing that I actually like about it the most is this is really great for throwing just different accessories. I don't have it packed right now, but typically when I was using this, I would pack this entire thing up with my hard drives, with my SD cards, my USB-C cables, and just filters, and I could throw this entire thing, throw it into my camera backpack, and then I would be good to go for all my different accessories. Now moving on to the big boy case, the Nanuk 962, the photo and video case. On the top right here, we do have these really industrial handles to pick up and grab this case. And then there's this latch right here that has two different ways. It can either go here or it can go all the way here. and you have two different things. So if you want to roll the case, you can. The case has 5 different of these quiet latches. Now, the reason I say this is a really nice quiet latch, especially if you're in a quiet scenario and you don't want to hear, like that can get really annoying. So the nice thing is you can push this thing up, open your case, and it's super silent. That literally was me closing it. Look, this is how like Pelican cases typically sound. But like if you're in a quiet scenario, for example, a wedding film or anything like that, you can just simply go like this, put the latch down, and it's super quiet. You're not bothering anyone. Super nice. And then lastly, on the other side of the case, super industrial giant wheels. You got another handle, so if you have 2 people carrying this case, it's pretty easy. Super industrial wheels. This is a completely weather sealed case, and it can pack a ton of different stuff. So currently right now, the way I have this entire case set up is it's currently set up for all my lighting equipment and accessories and gear. But I did actually set this entire case up and took a few video clips of what it was like when I stored all my camera gear inside it. Now, the reason though that I did switch it out to be my light case instead of my camera case though, was one thing I did not consider, which is actually the weight of this case. So this case weighs about 21 pounds, but when you put all that camera gear in it, it becomes like anywhere from 70 to 100-pound case. So it got real heavy, real fast. And without a side handle on this side right here, so if you had a top handle and a side handle and you want to put it in a car, it can be a lot easier. The way you have to do is kind of grab both of them and put it in your car, put it up flat, and then push it in. So it's not the easiest case to pick up. So I didn't want this case to be overloaded with a bunch of camera gear. However, if you are perfectly fine, if you have a team, you can store 4 cameras, drone, audio, filters, a bunch of lenses, all in this single case, and there is a ton of space. I believe this case is around 28 inches long. It's about 16 inches wide, and it's around 7 to 8 inches deep. And then on the top right here is all of your accessory pouches. So you have 6 exterior pouches right here, each one with a clear pocket, so you can easily see what's inside each of these pockets. And then behind these 2 and behind these 3 is an additional 2 pockets. So this is a great place to store cables, XLR cables, and like this one is a great place to store audio cables. Right now I'm storing my electrical cables for my lights. And then over here you have an entire pocket that goes all the way down, and this is where I'm just storing a bunch of color filters. And then in these small pockets, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to organize and put them, but I have tiny clamps for the filters. On top is currently empty, and then just has one little part for a light. But you can fit so much stuff in this little small case. Now, lastly, like I said, the only con I would have to this case overall is gonna be the weight. The moment you start pitting all your lights and all your camera gear and everything you want to store in these cases, the cases do get really, really heavy. So obviously you cannot carry this on to a flight. You can check it, but you will have to end up paying for the oversized bag. So that is worth considering if you're thinking about getting an extra large case. But if you're looking for a case that can store all your lights or all your video gear in one single case, this case might be for you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in seeing my comparison of the GH7 versus the S5 IIX, you can check out that video right there. And then YouTube recommends you might like this video right here. Until the next one, guys, peace.